I got kind of scared because I didn't know, I felt very empty and I didn't know.
A lot of fear comes up, and because it's such a sort of mysterious and unknown experience that you know is going to be intense and trying.
It really necessitates showing up.
This path of working with this medicine isn't an easy path, and I'd say that it requires commitment and it requires tenacity and bravery.
It kind of opened up this well of emotion and guilt and anger.
I wasn't willing to let go of what I needed to let go of without a fight. So I suffered and so much pain.
Nuestra identidad como nativos es que somos hijos de plantas sagradas que venimos trabajando en favor de la humanidad.
When I told people in the early 90s that I was going to Brazil to conduct a biomedical psychiatric study of ayahuasca, they would say, "Ayahuasca?"
I was one of the people that stumbled into researching these substances with Tim Leary and Richard Alpert in the 60s at Harvard. And we didn't know anything. We didn't know anything about them. We were just working with this idea of consciousness expanding, exploring their potentials, and then after a while, after a few years of stumbling around, then we found out that, in fact, that there are shamanic traditions and traditional cultures all over the world where such plants have been used for many, many, many centuries for the purposes of healing.
Ayahuasca is a decoction of two plants, Psychotria viridis, which contains dimethyltryptamine, or DMT, and there's Banisteriopsis caapi, which contains the Harmala alkaloids, harmine, harmaline, and tetrahydroharmine. It's a very intriguing phenomenon that here you have these two plants which grow in the Amazon forest. How did the native peoples come to determine that if you take plant A and plant B, an extraordinary phenomena can occur to the person who ingests the brew, whereas if you take each alone, nothing happens.
This medicine somehow allows you to dive deep inside your own mind and inside your heart, your feelings. It has an ancient memory. Plantita de alelí, que parecida es nuestra vida. It seemed to me that these things were like deep inside of me. You know, that the medicine seemed to kind of get out. You know, I knew it had to come out. I wanted it to come out. I'd asked for that in the ceremony. I'd asked for the Mother Earth to help me heal.
I've been able to reevaluate so many of my experiences and turn them into empowering experiences and lessons, rather than just feeling like they were things that happened to me that hurt me.
We subjected a battery of neuropsychological tests, and really to determine if the ayahuasca was causing any neurotoxicity, was causing any impairment in cognition, in capacity to think and plan and memorize and pay attention. What we found, again, to our surprise, was that not only was there no evidence of damage, but on certain subtests they scored to a statistically significant level higher, better than the non-ayahuasca using controls.
A lot of people have lots of misconceptions. In our communities, children drink this medicine since they are 2-3 months old. And so this is a very safe medicine, especially when it's used by an elder, by a person that has been trained well.
Shamans do a shamanic journey with drumming or with plants. It's for the purposes of healing. It's not just for fun. It's often not fun. It can often be quite painful and difficult and involve challenges like intensive psychotherapy, working through difficult, scary kind of things. But it does involve working with the spirits of the natural world.
I was feeling scared of having it all break down, everything. Which is a good thing. But I think in my childhood, it was everything was so out of control, and that it was not a scary, safe place to be. And I've learned to work with that, and then it's kind of like maybe exposing that a little bit and opening up to it and truly healing it.
It's what I needed to feel. It's what I needed to feel.
I feel like, in a lot of ways, the process of life creates a lot of fragmentation. You know, lots of different episodes get left behind, you know, undealt with, unloved and forgotten. And I think that these medicines have really enabled me to gather some of those parts of myself back together.
This is the most sacred experience I've ever had in my life in terms of the ritual of moment to moment and thought to thought, and everything you do has a purpose.
What I try to relate to people that are skeptical about this medicine is that it really teaches you the importance of connection and how loving of an experience that is.
It is time to unite the minds and the hearts toward a good rite of passage of the earth.
Ya llegó el día, llegó el amanecer. Ya reconocemos de que todos somos uno.
The fact that ayahuasca is suddenly emerging at a time of critical environmental ecologic crisis, perhaps it's no accident. Perhaps this is a phenomena of nature designed to grab our attention, shake us up. And really direct our actions to survival of our species and all the species on this earth.
It's what I need.